Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yaumiddin. Amma ba'd. Hello my friend, good morning. My name is Aiman Al-Fahri. I'm from Sejangkung and I study at the Islamic Unified Salahuddin ILB Middle High Boarding School, and I'm ninth grade at there. Praise our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because His mercy we can gather in a place inshallah is blessed. And don't forget salawat and salam we say to our prophet, the end of days, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to his family, to his companions, and to his faithful followers until the end of time. My beloved friends, now we at the educational institution, namely a boarding school. And do you know what is a boarding school is? Some people say the boarding school is a prison for the children. Why? Because at the boarding school, so many rules and restrictions that limit their children. This should not be that, and many more. But now the boarding school is a place can produce a generation that is Quranic, independent, accomplished, and that is the purpose of the boarding school. And this meaning is very contrary with some people doubt. Maybe we know at the boarding school so many rules that must be obeyed, and it is the causes why the student not feel to home at the boarding school. But in essence, the rules are make us disciplined in our lives. Just imagine if in a country no rules were met, would the people live on peace and tranquility? Of course not. As well as a boarding school, the rules were made for the good of the student as well. However, we don't need to worry about the rules, and we make just we life. Because in the boarding school, not all the content is rule. At the boarding school also have the very skin of the activity every day, such as sports, gardening, raising livestock, cooking, fishing, and other, so many more. But we will not be far from the word learning, because the purpose of the boarding school is the educate. Every learning process there must a fun thing in it, and every activity we do there must learning content in it. And also at the boarding school we can get a new friend, new environment, new thing, and other. Anyway, it's exciting in a boarding school. Because what? Because they're so really fun. Now we see to the regular school. First, we see the friend. For example, when I study at the one middle school at Sambas, maybe I can get the friends from the Sambas or around of Sambas. But if I study at the boarding school, I can get a friend not only from Sambas, but from the Pontianak, from Bangkayang, from Singkawang, from Selakau, and maybe from Sabuas Hulu, Sintang, Malawi, and other. Second, environment. At the regular school, has the two environments, bad or good. But to find a good environment at the regular school is so hard, maybe little, than the boarding school. The third, it may be difficult to find that can obtain in the boarding school, because at the boarding school not only teach about the world knowledge, but also teach about afterlife knowledge. The fourth, if you see to the student who studies at the boarding school, they have been a successman in the future. But if you see to the student who study at the regular school, maybe so little to find a successman from them. The fifth, you can be independent at the boarding school. But if you study at the irregular school, you sleep at the home. So who wash your clothes is your parent. Yeah. And if you at the boarding school, you must wash your clothes alone. And that's the reason why study at the boarding school is better than study at the regular school. So, my beloved friends, it's time for a younger generation to study at the Islamic educational institution, one of which is the boarding school. Because what? Because only younger generation, only the golden age can give a great influence for this world. Only for this age, the people not bear a large burden in his shoulders. So, let's study at the boarding school. Make the boarding school like our home. Don't be cry, don't be afraid, because we are the younger generation. We are the best generation. We are the golden generation. Because the students are the pillars for the world, for the country for now. So, let's study at the boarding school. Okay, my friend. Maybe just I can tell to you because I don't have any time. For when I have a mistake, I'm so sorry. From wrong came from me and the right one came from Allah. Thank you for your attention. My last word, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.